Welcome back to Foodie Friday. I'm Anna with Billings Farm and Museum, and this week for our Billings Farm at Home series, we are focusing on life cycles. So for our recipe today, we're going to do an update on a classic tuna salad. So this is kind of the evolution of, we're showing the evolution of a recipe to accommodate different dietary needs or restrictions, because as we all know, those are a little bit more common and prevalent now than they were. I personally have a few myself, and so I've developed this particular recipe to accommodate my own needs. So it does not have mayonnaise because I can't have eggs or soy or dairy. There's no dairy in it either. There's also no nuts. So it's a it's a really healthy recipe, and you can kind of modify it or add whatever you would like. So let me show you the ingredients that we have. First, I have a can of tuna fish that I have drained and flaked. An important thing about tuna fish is to make sure that you're buying tuna that is sustainably caught. This is Wild Planet tuna, which is sustainably caught and line fished. I have 1 carrot that is grated. I have a small stalk of celery that's chopped up. If you only have bigger stalks of celery, just use a 1/2 or 3/4, or use the whole thing if you like celery. This is 2 teaspoons of capers. I've got about 1.5 tablespoons of roughly chopped parsley. Parsley, I love parsley, it's delicious, but you can put whatever herbs or fresh herbs you have available or to your taste. One thing to also note about parsley, if you have a recipe that calls for marjoram or tarragon and you don't have those available, parsley is a really great substitute. I've got about 6 Kalamata olives that are pitted and chopped. Again, you can use whatever type of olive you have or something. I've used green olives in this as well. I have a small spring onion that's chopped up. I have a tablespoon plus 1 teaspoon of tahini. Tahini is sesame paste. I have 1 tablespoon plus 2 teaspoons of olive oil. 1 whole lemon. I've got salt and pepper to taste. And then at the end, when we put our wrap together, I've got some arugula and cucumber to put on top of that. So it's very, very simple to just kind of put everything together. So we'll start with the tuna here. Just put it right into our bowl. If you don't have capers or you don't have some of these ingredients, that's totally fine. You can modify it and put in whatever vegetables or flavors you really like. I just really wanted to show you that you can be creative with something that is a little more classic. And then I've got my parsley here. The olives and the capers together give it a really nice Mediterranean flavor along with that parsley as well. And I've got my spring onions. Look at how colorful and just absolutely beautiful that is. And then I have my tahini paste here. So lots of people that can't have nuts do okay with seeds, and sesame seeds are quite high in protein. And they're really very good for you and have a really nice flavor. Tahini is what is in hummus as well, in case you are not familiar with it. And then I have got my olive oil here as well. So I'm gonna mix all of this up before I add my lemon, because I wanna just mix the tahini with the olive oil in there. But you can see it's so colorful. So good. Perfect. And now I'm going to add my lemon. We're gonna do the juice of a whole lemon. The way that I do it is I take the lemon and I squeeze it with one hand and strain it with the other hand so I don't get seeds in there. So I just squeeze it. There were no seeds, thankfully, in that. But if there are, I can catch them before they go into my bowl. Caught a couple seeds there, so I'll just take these out, put them in my bowl over here. And then the second half. And you can always add more or less lemon. The lemon gives it just a nice bright flavor as well. And if you don't have tahini, you can leave it out completely and just do the lemon juice and olive oil. So we've got that. Look at how creamy that is. It's just, ooh, so appetizing. It smells wonderful. And then I'm just going to season with a touch of pepper, just a couple grains of pepper, and a wee tiny bit of salt here. Stir that around a little bit more. All right, let's taste it and see how we're doing. This is a very, when you're modifying tuna salad, or you could also use shredded chicken if you got some chicken breast that's left over, but you kind of do it by feel and taste. Ooh, that is so yummy. That's really delicious. I'm gonna add just a teensy weensy bit more salt to that to bring out the flavors. And then I'm going to take a break here for a second. I'm gonna heat up a gluten-free wrap, and then we're gonna assemble a delicious wrap for our lunch. Okay, so my gluten-free wrap is warmed in the oven. Also, I forgot to mention, for those of you who might be vegetarian or vegan, this particular blend of ingredients is also really, really good with white beans. So if you've got a can of white beans, just drain those and substitute them for either the tuna or the chicken. So we're going to build this delicious lunch. I'm going to put some of my salad here. I always think when you serve something or when you make something that it should be nice and colorful, because you eat with your eyes before anything else, but also I just love the variety of ingredients. And then I've got some arugula here because arugula, as we know, is currently in season, and also gives it a nice peppery bite for this. And then some cucumber for a nice fresh crunch. And then for a little bit of fun, I have a little bit of lemon infused olive oil just to give it a nice drizzle. That's just not everybody has that at their house, but if you do, feel free to incorporate it. And then we'll just wrap this up and enjoy it for our lunch. Gluten-free wraps can be a little bit more, a little less pliable than a regular wrap. So if you're not gluten-free, you can certainly use a regular wrap, but enjoy this delicious update on a tuna salad or chicken salad or white bean salad, whatever you choose to use, and enjoy being creative with any classic recipes that you might want to update for your own needs or the needs of those that you might love to have around. So we'll see you back next week for Foodie Friday. Thank you for joining me this week, and happy lunching.